So we knew that Miami might have a few more players enter the transfer portal after the bowl game, but this particular one is causing a lot of arguing amongst Canes fans. What's going on, Canes fans? The lights behind me have been changed to green, so you know what that means. Another transfer portal update. Now, it's not all doom and gloom. Yes, there is a wide receiver that has entered the transfer portal, but there was also another wide receiver that announced he's returning in 2024. But before we dive too deep into the video, do me a quick favor and make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. If you already are or have been for some time, if you could also like or even dislike the video. The YouTube algorithm loves interaction either way. I would greatly appreciate it. So former 4-star wide receiver Brashard Smith has officially entered his name into the transfer portal. And this isn't really a shock for most Canes fans. I mean, the writing was on the wall when he saw limited snaps this season, and he didn't travel with the team to New York for the Pinstripe Bowl. Canes fans appear to be butting heads a bit on social media over this announcement, and it's because a lot of fans didn't want to see Brashard Smith leave. This is a guy that had a lot of potential, and there's no denying his talent and athleticism. I mean, this guy was typically one of the fastest athletes on the field. But at the end of the day, and this is no shade, absolutely no shade, so don't get it twisted. But at the end of the day, he will mostly be remembered for his big special teams play, not what he did at the wide receiver position. And I say that because in his 20 kick returns this season in 2023, he totaled 975 yards, and that's definitely not chump change. But when looking at his overall stats as a receiver in 2023, he had 22 receptions for 263 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, some are arguing that he was never given a fair shot. Others are arguing that he couldn't beat out Restrepo for more snaps. And I'm even seeing some argue that he had a lot of on and off the field issues. Me personally, I feel like it's probably a combination of all three of those things. And it was nice because Smith was a very dynamic football player, and he could be used in the run game at times, and we even saw that in a few games. It felt like every time he had the football in his hands, there was a chance that he was going to take it to the house. But again, the stats don't lie, no matter what you want to point the fingers at, and his departure does make a lot of sense, no matter which one of those reasons it is or a combination of those. Now, at the time of filming this, he hasn't put out any type of official statement, but he did retweet a reply about his departure and him entering the transfer portal, and I want to show that just real quick. Now, you can make of this whatever you want. I'm just reading out here what he retweeted. So someone commented this on an article about him entering the transfer portal, and he retweeted it. And it says, "Not carrying water, I'm carrying cleats. That young man put his time in. We don't know what happened, but I'm not going to sit here and act like he didn't put that work in when it was time for him to put the work in on the field. Y'all give credit where it's due, bro." I'm not sure who this person is. They follow me. I'm not sure who the person is. And as I said, I'm not making a statement on their statement. I said, make of that whatever you wish, whatever you want to make of that. It's not that I won't miss Brashard. I feel like that, you know, he has potential to be a great football player. But it is what it is. So I think that we should end this video on a positive, and then I do want to provide an update on the Cam Ward situation. And by update, it's just getting rid of some rumors that are floating around on social media in case you guys saw it. And I am pumped that wide receiver Xavier Restrepo has decided to return and play another season at Miami in 2024. He was the leading receiver for the Canes in 2023 with 1,092 yards, and he set the program's single-season receptions record with 85 catches. There's just no way that you can say anything bad about this guy. Restrepo is somebody who just puts his head down and puts the work in both on and off the field. And I talked about this in a live stream the other day when I asked the question, when do you see Xavier Restrepo getting involved in any type of drama, on or off the field? He's not a very heavily penalized player. You don't see him on social media tagging coaches or players or going live and talking about Miami did this or Miami should have did that. He doesn't do any of that. He works on and off the field, and that's why you're going to see him earn a lot of playing time and why you're going to see him put the numbers up that he has put up. So, yes, I'm very excited about Xavier Restrepo returning, and any slander on Restrepo will not be tolerated. This guy is honestly a leader and someone that a lot of these guys should look up to. Is he the biggest yak man on the squad? Probably not, but he's definitely a sure-handed wide receiver. And you even saw Ja'Cory Brown lean on that at times. We've been talking about how, that was Tyler's security blanket, and that's the only reason why he saw so many receptions. And at times, yes, that's true. There's no denying that Tyler Van Dyke would almost always look XR7's way. But Ja'Cory also looked to him a lot as well because he gets separation, he finds the gaps in the defense, and he gets open and typically catches the ball. So I'm very excited and pumped to have Xavier Restrepo back in 2024. Now, he did put out kind of a little statement. I guess this is a statement. He said, "God the greatest, what do you say, Miami?" And then it's a little graphic here that has him sick at it right here. And it says, "Run it back." And like I said, I freaking love it. I think that this is huge news for the Canes. And as much as it does suck to lose someone that has the potential that Brashard Smith had, his departure will definitely provide some opportunities for some younger guys like Ray Joseph and Robbie Washington in 2024. And I do believe that as those guys continue to grow at the college level, that they could also be electric game changers. So we're going to see those guys get some more snaps in the upcoming season. And I want to end with the little Cam Ward update. And the Cam Ward update is this. There's still really not an update for Cam Ward. I know that's not what people want to hear, but as far as I know, Mario Cristobal still firmly believes that Cam Ward will be a Miami Hurricane. I don't know if that's due to some behind-the-scenes things that have happened and maybe it's already done and they're just waiting on an announcement, or if Mario Cristobal just has a gut feeling that things went very well, and of course he's still going to be in contact as much as he can be allowed to be, and he believes that he's going to sign with Miami. Time will tell, of course. I believe only him and his family truly know. And Mario Cristobal has said, he keeps things under wraps. And I've heard people having other conversations with other position coaches, and they have said, now they may be lying about this, I don't know, but they have said that really it's kept between Mario and Dawson. A lot of the other coaches don't even know all of the fine little details on where Miami stands on that. Mario says, keep your head down, keep working. Myself and Dawson will worry about this quarterback situation and everything with Cam Ward. What I did want to end on, however, is ending this rumor and this silly picture that's been floating around on Twitter and social media. I've seen it on Facebook. And you guys know that it's the day and age of trolling. So you're going to have other fan bases that are actively going to troll other fan bases and try to literally affect things like recruiting. They will go out and create a Miami account, make it look like they're a Miami fan, and then tag recruits and call them names and do things to try to make them think that it's a Miami fan saying those things. Now, that's not what's happening here, but I just wanted to give you an example in case you're not on Twitter. If you're not, don't go there. It's a cesspool. But it was floating around here. This has over 300,000 views on this tweet. People were pretending that this was a Snapchat from Cam Ward that says Guthrie's Golden Fried Chicken Fingers and pretending that Cam Ward was in Tallahassee on December 29th. This is some random person's post, by the way. It's so tough, I understand, to know what's real and what's not real. But just remember that, especially with this specific situation, don't believe anything that you hear until it comes from Cam Ward or someone associated with Miami directly. And that's why I make sure that I say I'm not pretending to know more about this situation than I do. I'm not playing Mr. Insider. I'll relay some things I hear, here and there, but I also remind you that there's a lot of assuming going on. And nobody really, truly knows right now, other than maybe Cam Ward and his family, maybe Mario and Dawson, and that's it. And I don't even know if they know right now. I don't even know if Cam Ward, I still don't know if he knows. Miami, Florida State, Miami, NFL. I don't know. I have no idea. But the update is, don't pay attention to all the fake posts and stuff on social media, because they're trying to prevent him from coming to Miami because they're scared of what might happen if all that goes down. My personal prediction is that he's choosing between Miami and the NFL. A lot of Florida State fans were giving Miami a hard time, saying, well, there's no way Cam Ward's going to Miami. They lost to Rutgers in their bowl game. But then Florida State just lost today to Georgia by 60. You want to argue level of competition? It's still a loss at the end of the day. You want to argue opt-outs and different things? People said that didn't matter for Miami. Still got to play ball. Still got to be held accountable. Same can be said for Florida State as well. An L is an L. You took a big fat loss by 60 in the Orange Bowl. So I don't know. I still think it's Miami or NFL. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Brashard Smith hitting the door. Xavier Restrepo staying. Cam Ward still no official announcement, and we're coming up on January. This is crazy, man. Remember, though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family, but at the end of the day, I got to say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. I'll see y'all in the next one.